My name is David Siegel.
My name is Jacqueline Siegel.
I am the founder, CEO of the largest timeshare company in the world.
I'm a 43-year-old mother of 8.
I thought she was the most beautiful girl in the world.
What attracted you to the subject of your film?
Well, I'm a photographer also, and I'd been working on a project about wealth for many years. And I met Jackie kind of serendipitously. I was photographing Donatella Versace for Elle magazine, and she was one of Versace's best customers at the time. And I made a photograph of her purse, her gold blingy purse, and 2 other purses, and it ended up being in a Time magazine Pictures of the Year. And Jackie and I struck up a friendship and started talking, and it turned out she was building the biggest house in America, which in and of itself attracted me. And then she also showed me a photograph of her family, and there were 7 kids on the steps of their private jet. And she was telling me about the trips that they make as a family, so that appealed to me. And then lastly, her personality. She has a very gregarious, charismatic personality that's very down to earth in a way that is unexpected from a billionaire. And so she had this accessibility that I thought might provide this kind of inside view of wealth.
And it came to a screeching halt.
The market fell over 700 points.
I would say it's touch and go right now.
We don't talk about financial problems. I guess I'll have to watch the movie to find out what's going on in my life.
You began filming in 2008. Was the financial crisis fortuitous for you, in a sense?
Well, I met Jackie in 2007. I actually started filming a few months after the crisis in 2009, but at the time, never expected the crisis to affect people like this, and I don't think they did either. So what ended up, when I started the project, I didn't know anything about David's business. I didn't even know what business he was in. It turns out he was in timeshare, which was dependent on cheap financing. So they were very severely affected by the business, by the crisis, in ways none of us could have predicted. I don't think it was fortunate for anybody that the crisis happened. Obviously, a lot of people have been hurt, but I think that what happened in the film is that it provided an opportunity to get to know David and Jackie in a different way, for their characters to really develop, for their stories to really develop, and for them to teach us a morality lesson that in a way the whole world needs to hear.
Buy the palace that timeshare mogul David Siegel already wants to sell.
Just think of the bright side. You might not have to clean this house.
The American dream is raising way up above what you started with, and that is what she has done.
When you're down is when you find out who your true friends are.
You get strength from your marriage?
No.
Should the audience feel sorry for them? They are, of course, part of the 1%. They're billionaires.
I think what happens in the film, and the unexpected part in the film, is in the beginning you think this is the 1%. These are people that I will never relate to. They're building the biggest house in America. It's like a theme park. All of their kind of spending habits seem so outrageous. And what you learn by the end of the film is it's actually a supersized version of what many of us experience, the mistakes many of us made. I think in Jackie and David what you see are both the virtues and the flaws of the American dream, in a way that by the end of the film, many, many people can relate to. I think that's the surprise of the film, is by the end of the film, you realize that it's not F. Scott Fitzgerald's quote about the rich are not like you and me, but actually the stress and strain in their family caused by financial problems is kind of like you and me. The overextended, the overbuilding is what caused the subprime housing crisis, and it wasn't rich people doing that.